trace the call. It's coming from inside the house. Do you hear me? It's coming from inside the house.
And just even the contradictions that she's showing through promoting this brand of literally pushing off hundreds of products of a table. You're the person that comes online every day with a new product that people have to buy. Is that a standard that you're willing to accept when someone is now coming onto the internet to sell you skincare?
And look at this makeup bag!
Hey guys, it's Briar and let's chat about it. So recently, Mikayla Nogueira has been teasing that she has an announcement that will change everything. An announcement that has been 2 years in the making. And this week she revealed that that announcement was her own brand, Point of View, launching at the end of this month, and the initial products being skincare and skincare prep. And because I simply cannot keep my thoughts about this situation to myself, I mean I could, but why would I want to? I decided we simply needed to yap about it, chat about it, and just have a general overall refresher of the major things that Mikayla has done throughout her career and the decisions that she has made, to just really stop and think and ponder, is this a person that I trust? Or are people just jumping on the hype like they for some reason seem to do with every product that she recommends? So if you wanted to chat about Mikayla and her brand, but more importantly her past actions and whether or not you should support her brand because of them, yeah, stick around because let's get into it. Now, one thing's for sure, I am not whoever's up there's favorite because of course my skin's having a reaction to something whilst we talk about skincare, so just don't perceive it, please. And in mentioning that, I just want to say I am not like a skincare or dermatologist professional, and that is not even really the angle that I'm taking. The angle that I'm taking is this person and their actions something we want to reward and endorse and buy from? Something to ponder and something to discuss throughout this video. Equally, I obviously don't know Mikayla in real life, and I've never been a genuine follower with her. What I've kept up with is because of the controversy and chatting about it with you guys, and I'm definitely not saying anything about her as a person, but we are talking about the decision she's made as one of the top TikTok beauty influencers and someone with a huge platform, and how with that platform comes a huge responsibility, and how I feel like she's honestly been pretty careless with that responsibility in the past up till this point. So let's simply just get straight into it, shall we? Let's get into the controversies, and I'm sure there are more. If I forget some, let me know in the comments down below, but I feel like this is the groundwork that we need to lay out before we can even get into the overconsumption and the absurd amount of products she has used and recommended on her platforms over the years, and then of course finally getting into the brand reveal. So I think the biggest controversies that Mikayla has been involved in are Lashgate 1 and 2.
So everyone's talking about Mikayla now because she did this ad and she's saying that these are her real lashes, and everyone is convinced that they are not her real lashes.
This is the new Essence Call Me Queen mascara. Pearl the lashes. It has this really flexible wand. Supposed to give a nice flat effect. Okay, that before and after, it's pretty freaking good. Okay, that before and after, it's pretty freaking good.
For those who like to go outside and touch grass and Lashgate 1 and 2 mean nothing to you, here's the TLDR of it all. Mikayla, not once but twice, has been caught has been allegedly caught falsely advertising mascaras. The first was when she was using a L'Oreal telescopic mascara, and with some interesting editing and funny transitions, people quite quickly noticed that, those lashes look pretty gosh darn uniform. They actually look pretty similar to everyone's beloved Ardell Demi Wispy, and the consensus from the video that she made reacting to this mascara, she did use a false lash and she never ever admitted to it. When all of the influencers were admitting to all of their lies when the TikTok ban was happening, everyone was in her comments saying, just admit it, just tell us it was a false lash. And I truly don't think she will ever admit it, even though it was pretty clear that is what she had done. Now, Lashgate Lashgate number 2 was an interesting one. She gets away with controversy with little consequences that she doesn't really think about these things too much, but she was reviewing a mascara, and at different points, people noticed she was holding a different mascara wand. So instead of holding a, I believe, black wand, she had a wand that had pink on it that people found, I believe it was a Maybelline wand. But with this instance, Mikayla tried to strangely brush it away as if she was using that mascara for her bottom lashes, and she was swapping between because of that, and she was talking about that mascara and then she was going to use the other mascara for her bottom lashes. Well, strangely enough, her bottom lashes were not done till a lot later in the video, and equally, should you not have disclosed that regardless if you were using a different mascara for your bottom lashes when you're reviewing a mascara? But I think the big takeaways from Mascaragate 1 or Lashgate 1 and 2 is that Mikayla has become quite comfortable with being dishonest, and then when called out for it, just allegedly making up a story and brushing it under the rug. Because that's one of the really notable things about Mikayla, is that when she is called out or called up on things, she doesn't take accountability with a ukulele. She just denies, ignores, moves on, or gives her smaller platforms just a really bad excuse that is basically just for her ride or die fans to have to be able to continue to support her. And I think the biggest takeaway from this is the dishonesty, is the fact that when promoting products or doing an ad, she seems more than comfortable to be dishonest, to go viral, or to get more likes, clicks, and engagement. Or I guess dislikes, clicks, and engagement. But to her, it's all the same, and it strangely really doesn't seem to impact her platform negatively. Now, this really seamlessly segues me into a lot of other controversies that she's had, which is just that Mikayla is not the best at disclosing ads in the first place. And especially when she is such a big creator, I think it's really important and really not that hard to say, either this was sent to me, this is a review, or this is an ad. The way that she had put the disclaimer was hidden within the hashtags. And so if you're just scrolling, you can't clearly see it. And I guess a lot of people wonder, why does it matter? Why does it matter that she's not disclosing or disclaiming her ads properly? I mean, aside from the fact that it is illegal, there are regulations that you should be following because you are literally making money off of promoting a product. I think from an audience's perspective, it is really different. It is really different when someone is getting paid to use a product versus them finding a product and genuinely loving it, and then maybe a partnership coming out of that. And I feel like Mikayla often tries to make out like it is the latter, like she's just trying all these different products all the time, and then she finds a product that she loves, and then because obviously she makes everything go viral, the brand then wants to work with her. But she does have a lot of paid ads, and a lot of them are unfortunately really not well communicated, and she should know better considering her status in the industry and considering the level of eyes and impact that she has on a brand. And she's not taking the regulations and rules and the legalities of it seriously. She kind of will just do what she wants. She's happy to break or bend the rules to go viral. And it's just adding another layer of, is this a person that you trust? And more importantly, want to reward with when they launch a brand. Is this kind of a behavior from an influencer the type of behavior we as an audience want to be rewarding? And it honestly just feels so strange to me that she still is able to sell out products and make them go viral. And whether or not people realize it, by buying and purchasing things that she recommends, you're rewarding her behavior. You're telling influencers, you're telling the beauty community, you're telling brands that this behavior is okay. We will excuse it, we will allow it, and we will reward it with our hard-earned money. Now, if that dishonesty was not enough for you, another huge thing that Mikayla has been called out for is filters and editing her videos and photos. And look, I get it. On Instagram, so many people edit their videos, use filters, use Facetune, whatever. However, is that a standard that is okay when you are selling a product? And is that a standard that you're willing to accept when someone is now coming onto the internet to sell you skincare. Because how are you supposed to genuinely trust someone that has been notorious for using filters and editing their photos and videos to sell you a product and to show you results that are true and unedited? Genuinely, what about Mikayla's actions in the past gives anybody any confidence that she has the ability to be honest when she is happy to be dishonest about not disclosing ads properly, when she is happy to be dishonest about the way that she markets or promotes a product, and when she is happy to use filters to make things look better, to make things look smoother. And when it comes to skincare specifically, that matters, because that is something for over however many years she has been an influencer, she has not been honest about. She has hidden. She has made her skin look different, better, clearer, a different tone, changed her shape, changed her face. How can you trust that person to sell you a skincare product? And it's like, even just in general, if you look at her filming setup, even if she did not use any filters, she still is using lighting, professional lighting. If she wanted to be really honest, go and film in a public bathroom, go and film outside, go and film where there is no fake lightings and no filters, and be actually honest, because she is expecting us to trust her to promote a skincare brand when she has not even been honest about what her own skin looks like. And even more so, she has flipped and flopped over having skin troubles or not, depending on what she's trying to sell to us. Because there have been instances where she's said, my skin is amazing, I don't really have skin troubles, to then going on to say, my skin is really bad and this XY product, except it's every different XY product every single time, has helped to fix it. And now it's just going to be that. It's just going to be, I know I used 50 million billion products before, but actually now it's my skincare that's fixed it. And all of these controversies, I feel like a bigger pattern of behavior and a bigger pattern of deception is being shown and is something that we should take away from it. It's not that any one thing is like, oh my gosh, she's the worst person in the world, but all of these things together, how can you honestly trust someone that is this consistently dishonest? Equally, she has also had dramas with other brands and smaller brands by giving them false hope that she will promote them and never coming through. Specifically the self-tanner incident that really went viral. And I just think really shows that Mikayla knows the power of her opinion, the power of her making a video. She knows that she will absolutely sell out a product, plays high and mighty over these small brands like, oh, I can change your life if I review your product, stringing them along. And it's because she knows that they could never repay her if she does review their product positively. Now, I know that there are definitely more controversies surrounding Mikayla, but those were definitely the main ones. And those are definitely the ones I feel like really highlight a level of dishonesty and a level of distrust that I personally have when watching her content. However, she was one of the biggest beauty creators on TikTok, and with that big platform meant that she has gotten a lot of sponsorships, a lot of brand trips, and a lot of product from that. And to me, don't worry, we're getting to it and building up to it. I find it incredibly interesting, shall we say, that over the years, she has promoted countless products, countless routines, said countless things are the one, the product, the miracle. And yet now in 2025, we're supposed to believe that actually forget all of that, forget everything that she's promoted. She's now got this one really simple solution and answer. So I actually wanted to watch a couple of her skincare videos and skincare favorites just to show you guys an idea of the scale of how much product she has promoted, and honestly just how much has changed over time, or, you know, depending who's paying the bill.
You know, you could tell me the world's gonna end today, and I would still do my morning skincare, because I take this shit seriously. Always start with a serum. Lately, my go-to has been Caudalie Vino Perfect. This is gonna hydrate. This is gonna help with dark spots, discoloration on the skin. This is a major reason I was able to get rid of a lot of my acne scars. This is worth every penny. It's one of the best skincare products I've ever used. I mean, it is so beautiful. And I've been really into milky toners. Normally, I use the Tia Milk toner. This gets a lot of love. I want to try this new one I got from Beauty of Joseon. It's the Glow Replenishing Rice Milk. These just feel so refreshing on the skin. It wakes you up in the morning. It makes your skin so smooth and soft. And the glow that it gives the skin, that instant hydration. Like, look at the skin. Oh my god. And I'll go in with some sort of moisturizer. Tatcha has been my go-to for years. I love the water cream and the dewy cream. I typically go for the water cream because I am layering so many products. It's nice and light. Don't forget the neck and the chest. And SPF, I have a few go-tos, but recently I've been loving the Beauty of Joseon one. I need my SPF to layer with makeup. Which means it can't pill, and I don't want it burning my eyes. See, I can get real close up here and it's not gonna burn. Honestly, for years I was scared to wear this much skincare because I thought it would make my acne worse. But wearing this much skincare made my acne so much better. Finish off the skincare portion. Always add a lip treatment. This is Ulla Henriksen Creme Brulee. Yummy. And this just preps the lips for makeup and makes them so soft and juicy. Then you go in with your primer of choice. Benefit Matte Primer, like a pore refining matte primer, and I'll just put it where I tend to get oily or my makeup tends to separate. Gives me that extra insurance, extra security. My skin looks the best it has my whole life. I have to remind you, I will never let my skin get like this again. Never. This is when I had no skincare routine at all. And now I have found a consistent daily routine that I am so obsessed with, so in love with. It has done so much good for my skin. So I'm going to show you the full routine. And none of this is sponsored. It's not an ad. I buy all this shit myself. I say this every skincare video I do. I'm not an esthetician. I'm not a dermatologist. This is just what works for me. First, I'm going to remove all of my makeup. I use Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse. I apply this directly to dry skin. Basically, this is just going to melt all of the makeup off. I rinse that off with warm water, and now I'm going to use the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. Gently massage this into slightly damp skin. Really work this into the skin for at least 60 seconds. Here's where it gets interesting. This is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. This is basically a face polish. I'm going to put this into my hand. Look at it. It's like a powder. I'm going to add water to this, and it's going to turn into like a paste. It looks like this. And I'm going to work this into the skin. Basically, this gives the skin a light exfoliation. Now, you can do this daily. I don't. I do it every couple of days when I feel it's needed, when I feel I really need to exfoliate my skin, but it feels so nice. If you have acne, you have to try this. This changed my skin like crazy. And I also have Cody using it, and his skin looks the best it ever has. It's called Oil La La from Crave Beauty. It has linoleic acid. I don't really know what this does, but it is crazy how this can clear your acne, especially if you have like a lot of acne. I've shown you Cody's skin. I am amazed at what this has done to his skin. So we use this every single day. I actually need to get a new bottle. Obviously, my skin is red from applying all that skincare. Now I'm gonna go in with a Dermalogica Calm Water Gel. This is gonna calm that redness down. And I like to use a lot of this. I almost use it like a mask. It's a super light gel, yet it feels like you've taken a drink of water. Okay, I'm gonna let my skin calm down for a couple minutes. Baby, look at this skin. Look at this skin. Oh my freaking god, like, all I have now is like a little bit of hyperpigmentation that I'm working on. And anytime I get a blemish, I do not pick it. I immediately put a Hero Cosmetics Mighty Patch. Immediately. Can you do a video of skin prep with affordable products? Listen to me, 2 things. Skin prep is the most important step in any makeup routine. Second, it doesn't have to be complicated. And I am not bullshitting you right now. e.l.f., out of any brand, has the best affordable skin prep products. So just for fun, I started with some under eye patches. These are from 4th Ray. Kind of just wakes up your under eye. The biggest question I get is, what is skin prep? Is it skincare? Is it primer? What? Simple answer, skin prep makes your makeup not look like shit. A lot of factors to it, and I'm gonna do the best I can to take you through it. Always start with a lip mask. Because if you have crusty ass fucking lips, your lipstick's gonna look like shit. e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. I love the honeydew flavor, that's my favorite. This is just gonna hydrate, plump those lips up, and make sure that there's no dryness. Really saturate those lips. Give them all the love. I don't care if you have oily skin or dry skin, you need to hydrate it, okay? These are good for oily or dry skin. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Triple Bounce Serum, and this specifically is the Gel Yeah Moisturizer. There's 2 versions. Get the gel. What's the difference between a serum and a moisturizer? Serum is gonna penetrate deep into your skin. Moisturizer mainly sits on top of the skin for the surface. This serum has hyaluronic acid, squalane, niacinamide, vitamin B, all things your skin needs and all things that are going to help your makeup sit better on your skin. Want to saturate your skin in this, trust me. Let that serum soak in for a minute. Listen, this is so optional, man. Eye cream, am I someone who uses eye cream every day? No, but it's nice to add it in there, okay? It can help with your concealer to sit better. Key with eye cream is don't use too much because it can also interrupt your makeup. Now I'll go into the gel moisturizer. Listen, if for some reason your skin is severely dry, get the regular cream, okay? But I like the gel because it's lightweight, makeup goes on top of it really nice, and I have dry skin and this works fine. Another key thing about these e.l.f. products is they're not gonna pill. They don't pill on the skin, and that annoys the shit out of me. Look at this skin, and it's e.l.f. Here's where you get to have some fun. Primer. Now some people think primer's a gimmick, I do not. But I think you need to very specifically pick your primer based on your skin needs. If you have textured skin, large pores, this one. If you have really dry skin and you like to grip that makeup on, this one. As someone with dry skin, I'm gonna use the Power Grip. Grip and Primer literally grips the makeup to your skin. It helps it adhere like glue. It feels sticky, and these all layers so beautifully together. And that's it, now we're ready.
Now, the point of me showing you those videos is not to be a nitpicky bitch or to make you watch her do her skincare over and over again, but just to show you that every single time you go to Mikayla for a recommendation or a product, you're getting something different. There's a lot of products being recommended, and it genuinely feels like it depends on who she's collaborating with, who she's working with, is who's going to get the shout out. I know in the Dermalogica video, she said it's not sponsored, but later down the track, she did have a sponsored video with Dermalogica, and she does work with all these people. She works so closely with Elf, and yet in that Elf video, there was nothing in the caption about whether or not it was partnered with them. And I just can't help but wonder, there seems to be genuinely no loyalty to any one product. Even when you watch her Get Ready With Me's, every single time she is using something different, there is a lot of products being used, and it just feels like, yes, I get it in part, she gets sent so much stuff that she's trying to review and test it all, but like, how are you going to know what works and what doesn't if you're not using it consistently and your skincare is decided by who is sponsoring it that week? Sorry if that's a bit harsh and a bit mean, but it just makes me really wonder, like, how are people trusting this when there seems to be a new routine, a new recommendation every single week? Now, like I said as well, last year Mikayla went on a lot of brand trips, and one brand trip that I want to highlight specifically is the one that she went on to Korea, because at the time it was a very strange trip. I feel like it was really the start of her being like, get ready with me for Korea, Korea, Korea. And then she would do it for every trip. So she'd be like, get dressed with me in Greece, get dressed with me in Tennessee. Like everywhere she went, it was seemed really inspired by that Korea trip, where she realized how viral she would go if she started every single video with like, wake up with me in Korea, get ready with me in Korea, do my hair in Korea. And the interesting thing about that Korea trip is that it was kind of unclear who sponsored it or what brand she was going with specifically, because she was getting a lot of stuff from a lot of different Korean brands and really jumping on the fact that Korean skincare and makeup and beauty was very popular. So let's just watch a couple of her Korea videos so you guys can get a vibe.
Was I just gifted a Birkin? Okay, hold on, let me rewind. Not long ago, I made a video about the Tia Tia Cushion Foundation, and the video went completely viral. So when they heard I was coming to Korea, they offered to take me to their showroom, and I did not expect any of this. When I showed up, my jaw fell on the floor. Tia Tia was so grateful for my viral video that they went all out to give me this incredible experience at their showroom. They put so much detail into this, I couldn't believe it. Look at these beautiful flowers, but then they told me they had a special gift for me, and I had no idea what to expect, and I definitely didn't expect this. First, they basically gave me a lifetime supply of the Cushion Foundation. When I reviewed this, their sales skyrocketed. Let's just say at this point, my hat was beaten out of my chest. You know, honestly, I figured it was like a scarf or maybe an MS perfume, but when I opened it up and realized it was a Birkin, like, what is happening? This is the craziest thing any brand has ever done for me. I've never seen a brand go all out like this, and this is, like, unforgettable. I will never forget this day for the rest of my life. I just can't believe that I now own a Birkin. Like, what is happening? I am still shaken about it. But then they even got Cody a gift. Like, can you believe that? How freaking sweet is that? It was this really, really nice Gucci set. I actually think he will look incredible in this. Then they gave me a tour around the showroom, and this place is so sick. They have the coolest Korean-made skincare and makeup, and they combined it with this really cool showroom / cafe that you can go to. I just want to say thank you, Tia Tia. I truly cannot express how grateful I am for this day. It was incredible. Thank you. We just got back to our room in Korea, and it is completely decked out by Rael. Look at all of these Korean snacks. I cannot wait to try these. Let me know if you want a video. And look at this ramen. It has my name and face on it, and these engraved chopsticks. This is so sick. There's also these gorgeous flowers, and I love these pouches. And how thoughtful is it to put a picture of our dogs in the room? They gave us lab coats and embroidered pajamas. They even branded the windows of the hotel room. And I have no idea how they knew what my favorite drinks were. I can't wait to try this coffee. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Rael.
So at the time, it really seemed like she was being sent by Rael, but obviously for making Tia Tia go viral, they rewarded her really generously. And I think it's something that's really important to highlight, just how much impact, money, and power is behind her videos and her recommendations that a brand would buy her a Birkin. Do you know what I'm saying? But so at the time, it was like, okay, she's on this Real brand trip, even though she was using their products for like a hot minute before moving on to the next brand trip and the next product to promote. But that's kind of what it seemed like at the time. But as we get into her skincare and product drop, it's clear that she was there for a lot more. But the last video I wanted to show you guys before we get into the skincare, I know. What a build up. I'm such a tease. Sorry, not sorry. Is this massive haul that she did coming back from Korea.
This is everything I got in Korea. Bet you thought I was done saying that. It's a lot of stuff, so bear with me. I laid everything out. Look at all this. Cushion foundation is huge in Korea. Almost every single foundation they sell is a cushion, so I tried to get as many as I could. And the packaging for everything is just above and beyond. I can't wait to use all of these. And they pretty much all come with a refill. Even Laneige is much more known for their makeup in Korea. How cute is this? I also got these Coolin setting powders. It's in this really unique packaging. Lots of people in Korea like to apply their makeup with a spatula, so I figured I'd give it a try. I love cleansing oil, so I got the most popular ones. I'm really excited about this apple cider one. This is a very popular line for acne. It's Dr. G's Red Blemish. I can't wait to try this. I'm really excited about the spot treatment. Also in Korea, it's very popular to use ampules. Google it. So I got a bunch of different ones. Like this is a radiance ampule. I'm probably saying that wrong. And this is a hydrated one. You see, the thing is I can't read anything on any of this, so I don't really know. I was really interested in this. This is a sebum softener. So like if you have really clogged pores, this is gonna like soften it and make it come out. And I love getting rid of blackheads, so I got these blackhead kill pads. These sound super interesting. They also had a bunch of these like do-it-yourself mask kits, so I had to get some. Another really popular thing in Korea is toning pads, so I got these brightening ones, and they actually use them differently than you would probably in America. I'll do a video. Korea also has like the best SPFs. Seriously. So I stocked up on some of the most popular ones. This one is huge over there. I also got the stick version, and this brand's super popular as well. Sheet masks, don't even get me started. There were thousands to choose from, okay? I got the viral TikTok one, and I got a bunch of others. This is a brand called Hera. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. It looks really luxurious. I got foundation, hand cream, concealer, cushion foundation. I got a couple different lip balms. I am like a lip balm hoarder. This is so random, but I just had to get this. This is the razor that I use, and they had it with this really cute pattern. This is probably my favorite thing I got. I am a blush girly, so I tried to get a bunch of different blushes. One of the main things I noticed about the makeup in Korea is that everything is very pale. These look super cool. Look at how stinking cute this one is. Majority of the blushes over there are matte powder. They're not obsessed with liquid and cream like the US. So bronzer doesn't exist. But I did find contour. I even found a highlighter. Look at this Laneige foundation. The packaging is so interesting. Go to pack 2.
As you can tell, she got enough products to recommend for like a lifetime. And I don't think I'm saying anything too revolutionary when I say you're never gonna really be able to recommend skincare or know if it works for you unless you use it consistently for a long period of time. And with the amount of products that we've seen her review, that we've seen her buy, that we've seen her use, she is not using things consistently or in isolation enough for even her to be able to know what product is working for her skin and what ones are not. Because she tries so many new things all the time and she's changing them all the time. That's like, you know, it's a classic experiment, right? You have to isolate the variables and make sure there's nothing else impacting your results. You have to make sure the change that you're seeing is because of product A, not because, I don't know, someone also started drinking a lot more water. You know, like you want to make sure there's not other variables, but she's using a million products, trying a million products all the time. How is she ever going to know what ones work, what ones have a long-term impact, and what is doing what for her skin? And I feel like that just really builds us up to her brand. How can she actually tell us that her products are the ones that will change everything, are the ones that change her skin and make her skin the best, when truly up until this announcement, she has been using every other product under the sun on her channel? But let's just finally get into it. Let's finally watch her promo video for her skincare, which I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't help but have a little like, isn't this ironic laugh to myself, and I wonder if you guys will have the same thought.
Much better.
My first and initial reaction was like, I feel like this is the problem saying it's found us the solution. This is the person who has built their career on 1,000,001 recommendations, on 1,000,001 routines, on 1,000,001 get ready with me's with 1,000,001. I don't know why it's 1,000,001, it just is. Products. And now she's telling us, forget about it. Don't even worry about the millions and bajillions of products that I just recommended, the 100 PR boxes that I just unboxed with a bajillion different things. Forget about when I used the other Korean skincare and the glazing milks and the road milk. Forget about it. I now have the solution and it's just 5 products. You're welcome. It's like, I'm sorry, it feels like the most ironic and hypocritical, silly little video I've ever seen. Because yes, she has definitely come online and been very consistent in saying skincare prep is very important. Your skincare is important. You got to make your skin look good to make your makeup look good. Exhibit A, my skin is looking crap. My face looks crap. I get it. But she has promoted so many different products and up until this point continue to promote so many different products. So it's like this really just feels a little bit tone deaf that you're now making this video pushing all the makeup and stuff off the desk because you've now actually solved your own problem that you've created. I will say I feel like a lot of these comments are very concerning. A lot of people being like, I'm so broke but we'll find a way to get this, or praying that I can afford the whole set. Like, I'm very concerned that people already have that anticipation around her products that are like, this is more than something Mikayla's recommending. This is something that she's made and I need it because she makes everything go viral and it sells out and I need it. It's like people are already fiending and panicking for her products when we haven't even tried it yet, and she hasn't even fully told people in this video what they are. They just know it's a Mikayla product and they need it. So now let's watch some of the videos that she has posted with these products on her main page.
Hey guys, it is editing me, but just in audio form because as I said in the video, my skin has had a reaction to a new product that I used and literally it's just not having it. So you're only getting the audio dull, aren't you? But anyway, a few updates have happened since I recorded this video, so I wanted to add them in here. Firstly is that her pricing has been dropped, and I would say it's pretty comparable to most like Sephora type pricing. Like it's very mid, it's definitely not like drugstore, especially if you were to buy the full set. That would definitely be quite the investment, especially for a brand that you have never used. So yeah, I wanted to add that in there and obviously put in a picture hopefully of the pricing. So the next update was that it came out that there is a Canadian queer beauty brand of the same name, and obviously when that brand owner Sam found out that Mikayla was releasing her brand under the same name, POV Beauty, they were very upset about it and posted to their story as such. And I think these situations are often really hard. Like we saw a very similar thing happen with Jaclyn Hill and Cozy, and honestly it just feels like a lose-lose situation because it makes the bigger creator look like they are stealing or just taking a name from a smaller brand, and obviously it's a very upsetting situation for the smaller brand, as we saw with Cozy and now with Sam. And a lot of unkind comments get thrown both ways, and for Sam they received a lot of negative comments around the legalities and just kind of saying that no one knows who they are and just really making them feel like their natural reaction to finding out this news is unfounded or unwarranted. But I thought it would be best to just play you their TikTok where they are addressing the situation, so I'm not putting words in their mouth, and so you can see how they feel about the situation after kind of processing the information and how they want to move forward from it.
Hi y'all, I just want to clear a little about the whole situation with the launch of Mikayla brand named Point of View, and I did post a story on Instagram that might be misinterpreted in some way, and I just think this whole thing got blown out of proportions because now people tell me to kill myself and more hateful stuff, so I just want to move from it. By those who said that my brand is not even registered in Quebec, it is. There was a mix-up in the paperwork, and it actually registered to my personal name, my civil name, can we say that? Yeah, and not the brand itself, and it was brought to my attention pretty recently when I got the paperwork to renew my registered number, but I'm actually in the process of correcting it, so I thank y'all for your concern, but it's actually taken care of. And about I think the big part of this video is the stolen name. Let me just say that I posted that Instagram story really when I was feeling a lot of emotions. Like I said, I was sad, I was angry, and mostly I was humiliated, but at myself in a way, and I didn't necessarily understood what was happening right now, and I just act in the action, and I shouldn't. But at the end of the day, I did it, and I'm not going to deny that. And also, I want to clear things out. I don't have anything against Mikayla. I don't hate her. I don't wish her any harm. I never wanted this to be an attack to her, but it got translated as that, and for that I'm so sorry. It never was the intention. But like I said, I simply act out of emotions and didn't necessarily analyze the whole situation and ask the right person, like, what's going on and what can I do and what's my responsibilities. Like, am I in the wrong or not? I simply act on it, which I deeply regret today because I did that mistake, and people twisted some of my words to make it feel like I said she stole my brand when I just expressed how I felt. I hope you get the nuance in that, and for me, it's literally two things different, and I never wanted that to be this whole thing, and yeah. And of course, I'm gonna change the name POV Beauty for POV by Sam, and we'll trademark it probably, and that's mainly what's gonna happen for the future. And I'm so sorry if some person took my story as a cry for help or cry for attention, again, who thinks that was a money grab, that I'm so pathetic and so dramatic about this, and that I wanted to sabotage her brand, which was in no shape or form my goal. I apologize also if some of you right now feel betrayed or sad or angry at all of what I say right now and my part of responsibility in this. Your feeling is valid, and I never will discredit. I just feel that, me personally, I need to clear things out, mainly because I don't want this to be this big, and for that, I'm so sorry.
Now, the final thing that I wanted to talk about was the Korea trip, because Mikayla has posted a video confirming the real reason she went to Korea was to test products, and I will play it after this audio clip. But the one thing I really want to highlight from this is the fact that when she went to Korea, she happily accepted gifting, accommodation. Like, who knows if her flights were paid for by these other brands, but she happily accepted gifting from other real Korean skincare and beauty brands, when the reality was she was going there for her own brand's purposes. And to me, that honestly just does not sit right, that she was more than happy to accept these gifts, this hotel, a freaking Birkin bag from these other brands, when in reality she was in Korea because she was making her own brand. And whether or not she was transparent with them, who knows, we'll never know. But now that we have the full picture, it just really seems kind of icky to me that she was happy to get kind of a free trip from other brands when she can more than afford to pay for it herself, as, you know, she's starting up a whole beauty brand, so it would have been a business expense. But instead, she accepted that very fancy hotel, the decor, the decorations, the gifts, like she accepted all of that on that trip. And so yes, I just really wanted to highlight that because it really just sat strange with me. I just don't know how to feel, but I will play you guys the video as well so you can see that, and then we will get back to video and audio me, I guess.
I am not okay. I'm going to Korea. Like, what? I'm going to Korea. I am not okay. Ah, yes. A year ago, I was crying about going to Korea, but what you didn't know is that I secretly went to Korea to go to Korean labs and work directly with Korean chemists to formulate my products. Point of View is formulated, made, and manufactured in Korea. They are truly first in class with skincare and make the best formulas in the world. And I am so grateful my products are made here. It is so satisfying to watch my products be brought to life. Here you can see Whip It getting put into the jazz. Look at how creamy. I told you it looks like Cool Whip. I want to eat it. One thing I've learned since becoming a founder is that there are so many pieces to make this puzzle. And this is one of them. The thousands and thousands of products being filled. They quality check it. They make sure it's perfectly packaged and ready to go. Here you can see they're checking every lock on Glaze It to make sure it works. It's one thing to say my products are made in Korea, but to be able to say I actually got to go, work directly with, and meet the chemists who make my products. I first went to Korea a year ago to formulate my products, and then I spent that entire year perfecting them. And now we're here, and they're being filled to be in your hands. And the journey to get to this point has been inspiring. I have learned so much as a founder behind the scenes, and I can't wait to share more of that with you. One thing about Point of View is I truly want you to see it all. I want to take you on this journey with me. This is my first time learning how to be a founder, so why not take my community along with me? Match 26 cannot come soon enough. Holy shit. It's insane. I am a brand founder, and the reaction has been beyond my wildest dreams. I'm beyond excited to introduce to you Point of View. Do you know how hard it was to keep this a secret for 2 years? Drench It Soothing Priming Milk, Drip It Nourish and Glow Serum, Whip It Hydrating Whipped Cream, Glaze It Glazy Tack Primer, and Amp It the Amplifying Lip Ampule. And let me make something very clear. Fragrance-free, suitable for sensitive skin, vegan, cruelty-free, non-toxic, clean, made in Korea with a potent blend of Korean-inspired ingredients, dermatologist-approved, clinical and consumer claims to back them up. Designed to be layered and beautifully pair with your makeup. I'm not fucking around. You get it? I created this based on my point of view because I have tried thousands and thousands and thousands of products over the years, and this is what was missing. The other reason I created this is because I wanted to take away the intimidation. Makeup doesn't have to be complicated or confusing or scary. I wanted to simplify it and make it easy. Not only did I want it to have insane instant results, but I also wanted it to have incredible long-term skin benefits. So let me show you what is the best skin prep routine on the market. always start my routine with Amp It. Amp It is going to be your new favorite lip treatment. The packaging on this, it's really flexible, and it has this super nice flexible silicone tip. This is a lip ampule, so imagine a lip serum with way more intensity. It's ultra hydrated, and it has a triple butter blend. It also has hyaluronic fill-in spheres, which plump your lips, smooth the lines, and I wanted it to have this really glossy finish. Do this first so that by the time I get to my lipstick and lip liner, my lips are smooth and primed. If you go and look at all of the most popular milky toners on the market, you're going to notice one thing. Majority of them have water as their first ingredient. Mine, Trench It's first ingredient is fermented rice water. That is going to intensely hydrate your skin, balance it, and improve texture. Also has squalane, niacinamide, biopeptides, and glycerin. It's so potent, you truly only need a little. But the reason I called it Drench It is because I like to literally drench my skin in this because it feels so good. You can already see, it's like immediate. It really plumps and soothes. Gonna be a little biased. Drip It is my personal favorite. I love them all, obviously. But we all have a favorite. Ethanol, niacinamide, snow mushroom, apple fruit extract, hyaluronic acid. This is absolutely the most hydrating, nourishing serum I've ever used in my life. And I also, when I designed this, made sure that pipette fills up all the way. A lot of times serums only fill up about halfway, but look at the way this drips. That's why I called it Drip It. I personally like to do 2 pipettes of this. You can do 1, and that's fine, but I'm very extra. I think what you will notice most with this serum is how soothing it is. It feels texturally so incredible, and it just soothes the skin like crazy. And look at the glow. Look at the beautiful glow. It's so radiant. Now I'm gonna go in with Whip It, and this is a custom designed jar. I worked with a designer to create this. It has a cap that screws and reveals a spatula, and it's locked in, honey. It's not coming out, and I did that because everybody loses their spatulas and doesn't know where to put them. It has a little divot. You just pop your finger in, and it pops out. It's all in the details. I named this Whip It because it reminds me of Cool Whip, whipped cream. It has an extremely unique whipped texture, literally like whipped cream. It feels so amazing on your skin, and watch how it absorbs. This is a very rich cream. It has ectoins, ceramides, glycerin. It's thick, but because she's whipped, she absorbs literally instantly, okay? Look at this. Instant absorption, and see how it has a little bit of like a pearlescent finish? It is stunning. And we finish with Glaze It. Now, I have a lock mechanism on this because I want you to be able to travel with it and it not leak. 2 pumps of this is what I like to do. This is a modern take on what we know as grip and primers. I wanted it to be tacky, but not as sticky as the other ones on the market. I wanted you to be able to layer this with your skincare products and not worry about it pilling. And a moment for the skin. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. Radiant, glowy, healthy, hydrated. Not to mention your makeup is gonna slap on top of this. I created this for everyone. Mature skin, beginners, makeup artists. I want makeup artists to have this in their kit. It's incredible to use prior to applying your makeup.
Now, honestly, to me, the biggest thing that stuck out, and not the fact that it sounds like a Bop It collaboration of things, bop it, twist it, whip it, glaze it. The biggest thing that stood out to me, again, was just like this discussion around things don't have to be complicated, they can be simple, you don't have to have all of the stuff. It feels like the branding and the messaging just doesn't align with what she has promoted for so long online, and just the amount of products that she has shown and promoted on her page. It just feels incredibly strange to watch that disconnect of someone telling us that things can be so simple, and I don't want people to feel overwhelmed. I want it to feel easy and straightforward. And yet when I think of her content, I just think of this overconsumption, this over promotion, constantly showing you products, having a new flavor of the week, having a new favorite depending on who she's working with and what brand trip she's on. And it just doesn't feel genuine to the content she's created or how she's promoted herself with the content that she's made. And whilst yes, skincare and skin prep has been a consistent theme and thread throughout that content, she has promoted so much different stuff that I find it hard to believe that she has consistently just used this and nothing else for a significant amount of time. And my criticisms of the brand is not that I think that these products would be bad or people wouldn't like them or it's a bad idea. The person behind it and the behavior that they have displayed online for so long is not something that should be rewarded or promoted. We shouldn't be rewarding the behavior that she has continued to do online, and just even the contradictions that she's showing through promoting this brand of literally pushing off hundreds of products of a table when it's like, you're the person that comes online every day with a new product that people have to buy. And if people hear all of this and are happy to just put it in a box or they don't care, I can't stop people from buying her products, and I know that her products will definitely sell out and people will go crazy for it. People already want to buy it without knowing how much it's going to cost. I know that I am not going to stop or change that in a big way, but maybe even if it just has an effect of a pause of some people questioning, wondering if this is a creator I want to support, if this is behavior in the beauty community I want to reward, then I guess that's all I can hope for, because I know at the end of the day people are going to do and buy what they want. And I know a lot of people feel like, well, there's no good brand, there's evil people behind every big and small corporation, and I totally get that, and I get that it feels so hard to find a brand that doesn't have bad people or bad things or some sort of negative ethics behind it. But I think it is a bit different when it's someone like Mikayla, when this is her direct brand and this is because of the platform that she's created. And so by buying these products, you're directly endorsing and supporting and rewarding the way that she has chosen to behave online for years. And I guess that to me is my biggest argument and my biggest let's have a pause about it, because obviously I don't know if the skincare is good or not. I clearly don't come to me for advice. You use one new bloody foundation and it makes your whole skin flare up. Honestly, couldn't be less impressed about it, but we soldier on. Toughest battles right here. But I truly would love to know what you guys think about it. What did you think when you saw the promo? What do you think about the brand? What do you think about people buying her products and things that she recommends? I just need to know all your thoughts, all your opinions. So please let me know in the comments down below. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you stayed till the end, you are a real one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to keep up with me between my uploads, I'm on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll link my vlog channel down below. And YouTube should be recommending another one of my videos on the screen right about now. But don't you worry, guys, because I'm not funny there either. Bye.
I literally just finished work and it's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds.